We begin tonight with a controversy over a proposed plea deal in Hennepin County. Steve Markey was shot and killed by two teenagers who tried to carjack him in 2019. One teenager received 21 years in prison. The other, if the plea goes through, will receive probation. Now the Markey family is fighting back. They spoke exclusively to our Lou Raguse today. Lou?
Julie, Steve Markey's family directly reached out to Judge Michael Burns and convinced him to delay the plea hearing until Friday, at which point he'll allow them to speak in court before Hussein Braveheart pleads.
Steve Markey was a paralegal working for his mom, criminal defense attorney Catherine Markey.
I always say he was my fun child, so that's always nice to have someone fun in your office.
The 39-year-old who specialized in helping low-level offenders get their records expunged was growing his hair out for locks of love when in June 2019 in northeast Minneapolis, he was murdered by two teens who tried to carjack him.
We always say we wish we all were shot.
It would have been better if they had shot us.
To live without him.
Jared Osman, who was 16 at the time, was certified as an adult, pleaded guilty to murder in 2020, and was sentenced to 21 years in prison. But the Markey family learned on Friday that Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty is offering a plea deal to Hussein Braveheart, who's now 20 but was 15 when charged with murder. He'll receive 5 years probation with a suspended prison sentence hanging over his head if he violates his terms.
She repeatedly told us that he is a different person than the person that murdered my brother, which is one of the most insulting things that I have ever heard, because we are all different people in a fundamental and horrible way that I hope that no one else has to experience.
And I feel very much for the family. I talked to them at great length Friday. I felt their anger, I felt their grief. My job is to listen to them, but ultimately to do what is in the best interest of public safety.
Braveheart's case has been delayed the last 4 years as it was appealed to the state Supreme Court.
Let me just ask you about culpability,
which ruled he should be certified as an adult. Moriarty says in those 4 years, Braveheart has turned his life around by receiving programming while incarcerated.
So it's really important that we not disrupt his progress in that treatment, and I think that's in the best interest of public safety.
Moriarty says sending Braveheart to prison would ultimately be a bigger threat to public safety once he's released than continuing treatment while on probation.
I would ask the judge to reject it.
But Markey's mom and sister, both attorneys robbed of a life with Steve, don't believe the public will be safer with one of Steve's killers released.
If you can get to be a killer at age 15, you don't magically become someone else a few years later.
According to the criminal complaint, Braveheart fired at Markey, but it was his co-defendant Jared Osman's shot that killed him. Braveheart's attorney sent me a statement that says the plea reflects the specific facts of this case, our client's extraordinary efforts toward rehabilitation, and well-established evidence on adolescent brain science.